Welcome back to the Youth Academy Road to Glory. We are very close to the end of this fourth season and closer still to finding out exactly what our league position is going to be this year. Automatic promotion is not achievable for anyone other than the two that are already in the top two, because you can see just quite how good they've been. Leicester have won 30 of 40 games. That's outrageous. We find ourselves playing Sheffield Wednesday to begin with. They are struggling actually down in 18th. We've also Derby County today and Blackburn as well. Blackburn are 8th and trying to close in on the playoffs. They are 7 points behind us with 18 points left available. Now, we might get ourselves on the brink of finishing in the playoffs by the end of today's episode, but the season finale is going to be particularly difficult. We have one more straightforward game against Stoke, who are 13th, but the final two games of the season are absolutely games that we could lose. We've Middlesbrough, who are 6th, and Leicester, who are going to win the title. So, unless we have a strong episode today, our playoff potential is still very much going to be in question tomorrow as well. In theory, it should be pretty straightforward of play three games, and get the job done. It's in our hands, and if we play to our potential, and certainly if a certain Nacho Salinas scores, which he has done for 6 games in a row now, we'll be able to see ourselves over the line. 27 goals in 40 games for him, and our next top goal scorer isn't even on the list. We've been very lucky that despite only having a handful of players score goals this year, literally only 3 players with more than 2, despite having only a handful of players score goals this year, we've been particularly fortunate that they've scored quite a few. So Connick's in double figures, Edwards will be by the end of the season, and Salinas is obviously setting the league alight. And thankfully, just those 3 banging the ball in the back of the net has been enough to get us the points we need to be in a solid playoff position. Of course, McCloskey's out for the rest of the season, as is Filip Novak, the Slovak, unfortunately. But we can get ourselves... Well, if we win all 3 games today, we could be confirmed playoff football. If we're confirmed playoff football by the end of today's episode, by the end of the next 3 games, I will contemplate simming the final 3 and jump straight to playoff football for tomorrow. But we shall have to wait and see how things go today, because if there's anything we know from FIFA, it's never straightforward, is it? Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the series continually, though. Hopefully, we might be in the Premier League next year. Let's go and try and make sure of that, shall we? On the way in, do want to say thank you to Zach and Brandon for joining the Patreon. Thank you very much indeed, both of you, for your support. Very much appreciated. Sheffield Wednesday line up as you see them here. Mathieu Mertens is sat in a cam/centre-forward role behind the 2 strikers. It's quite an attacking lineup from Sheffield Wednesday, despite the 5 defenders. Expect Fowler and Ferreira to push forward, and they're going to be difficult to deal with going one way. We shall hopefully deal with them, though. And Patreon Park has been a bit of a fortress for us this season. Ha! It's a good start, isn't it? Challenge. Well in, Bustamante. You love to see it. He's certainly settled quickly, hasn't he, Bustamante? Oh, a lovely ball by Edwards into McDonald as well. And if Salinas can just make the right run, which he's not actually doing, but doesn't matter. Oh, God! Oh, I was going to say, ha! He doesn't need it. What? Brr. Excuse me, Mr. McDonald. You're left-footed as well, aren't you? He is left-footed. Ah, 50 finishing. Kennedy 2.0. Could have done. He can't because I've got the ball. Oh, it's a lovely ball through the gap. And Klein's in. Whoa! And Klein wastes it. He may well lie on the floor with his head in his hands. That was a brilliant opportunity for Wednesday to take the lead. They just crumbled in the playoffs in real life, Sheffield Wednesday. Rather embarrassing, losing 4-0 in the first leg against Peterborough, which is A, not great for them, and B, frustrating for me as a Cambridge fan. But if Wednesday want to collapse on this particular occasion, they are more than welcome to. Barry Knox. Lovely take by Fleming. Lovely challenge by the defender, Hickway, smashing the ball out of play. Edwards gets in behind him here, though. And Salinas is in the middle. Oh, The phrase about to come out of my mouth was, McDonald can't miss this one. Yes, he can. It's what I don't want to happen. It's being the scenario I was with McDonald in this game in a playoff semi-final or final where I need a goal and having missed the net like that and it cost me everything. Backer. Mitch going solo. Finds Tom Edwards. It's a good save by Hiller, but it was straight at him, really. Looking for Salinas. Takes in his stride well. Hup. Hey, Bosch. Ah. Hup. Hey, Bosch normally works with Nacho Salinas. Not on this occasion. Secondary defender there for the block. That might fall for me. It's Bustamante. It's Murphy. Ooh, and the centre-back, very nearly, tucks that home, actually. Options out wide on either side. They do favour coming this way to Ferreira. You can tell that just by how bloody tired he is. Although Martins isn't necessarily doing too well, stamina-wise either. Whoa. That's the sort of challenge you expect to come away with an injury from. But Back has done quite well there. Edwards to Kai. Oh, he's just not got the pace, Kai, unfortunately. I thought for a minute he was going to be the hero off the bench once more. He still might be. There's 3 minutes left to go in this game. Fleming finds Edwards. But I tell you what, Sheffield Wednesday been very, very good defensively. And other than the 2 chances that the one man that couldn't shoot had, can't really say I've cut them apart that much at all. Although, if Fleming's ball had been better, Kennedy would have been clean in behind their left back. But with 2 minutes added on, I think it's going to be a 0-0 draw here against Sheffield Wednesday. So unfortunately, it's only a point, not all 3. And that's just going to make things even more awkward as we get towards the end of the season still. Especially if other teams around us pick up victories. We've got 2 more difficult games to come. Derby County won't be straightforward. And Blackburn after that is absolutely going to be a tough one. But we'll take the clean sheet, be happy enough with it. But I really would have liked a win. Thankfully, Middlesbrough have drawn there, which is good news for us. Though I didn't see quickly enough what everyone else did. In the league, we are still 5th. But Sheffield United within 3 points of us now. But make that unofficially 4 because of our goal difference. That's very much in our favour now. But we certainly could definitely be caught, though, between now and the end of the season. So let's try and get a win away from home against Derby, shall we? Hanging up the boots at the end of the season, Lars Unnerstall. But at 6'6" and 79 rated, he needs to keep Derby in the league because they're 20th and threatened by relegation. And in the process, he might just captain his side towards helping halt their local rivals, AFC Chesnoid's promotion campaign. We found him difficult to play against last time we had Derby County, and certainly it's going to be no different here away from home at Pride Park this afternoon. In our alternate kit of the yellow right now rather than the red. Of course, your fan objectives are coming in thick and fast via the comment section. Thank you very much. And your kit suggestions have been coming in via Twitter and Instagram as well, so I appreciate that very much indeed also. You can see their starting lineup here with Robin Cason up top and Louis Sibley sat right behind him. Cason missed a couple of really good chances last time we played Derby, so I'm certainly expecting him to be better on this occasion. But they don't have a bad team, especially with a 79 rated goalkeeper at championship level. They're not going to be easy to break through. And we didn't exactly do very well against Sheffield Wednesday, did we, offensively? So this might be a bit more of a difficult task with such a good goalkeeper. But I've got a decent goalkeeper of my own, so it's not going to be that easy for the opposition to score either. Just as Sheffield Wednesday found out. There's the overlap from Barry. 1 man at a time. Work it into the area and then tuck it home. Salinas might not have scored in the last game. The streak starts again, but he scored this time and we are in front at last today. Corner for Derby County on the far side. The crowd trying to roar their team into life. They desperately need to liven up if they want to get themselves out of the relegation situation they're in. They're a little ways away from the relegation, so there might only be a couple of spots from the bottom 4, or bottom 3, sorry. But I think they've got about 8 points in hand, although there are still 15 points available this season, so by no means are they safe, especially if they end up losing today. That 8-point gap could drop to 5, and then they're only a couple of games away from potentially finding themselves in a position that could send them straight back down after coming up with us last year. They did very well to pip Barnsley to the automatic promotion spot this time last season. Oh, go on, Tommy boy. But we are certainly going to be going back the other side of the M1 with all 3 points now, as Edwards are not Gareth Bale regen, but we're dubbing him the new Gareth Bale. Adds a second. Rivero, Sterner, Adoro. There's the right back going. He's going to find Sterner well, and Richardson leaps away to his right-hand side to keep that clean sheet intact. We do need another one. We do need plenty more for the objective. We're not going to achieve that fan objective of away clean sheets. Now, let's keep that against his goalkeeper, who has done my own goalkeeping clearance for me. Thank you, mate. That was bloody terrible. So we're not going to achieve the 10 clean sheets away from home in all comps that we were required to do for the fan objective, but I think we're going to achieve the one here at Pride Park at the very least. So we might get halfway there anyway. A 2-0 win against Derby County is very nice on the back of that result against Sheffield Wednesday with a frustrating draw. Now, the next one, I only had 2 shots. I scored them both. Derby had 10. Wow. I don't know as I deserved that. The next one we cannot afford to lose. With Blackburn upcoming, it will bring them into the fight. And at the same time, help Sheffield United Middlesbrough try and close us down. They've breached 100 points now, Leicester at the top, and Brentford aren't far behind. Between them, 62 games won this year, and there's still the potential of another 8 between them. Bloody hell. Right, we're 5 points clear of Sheffield United. We're 6 points clear of Middlesbrough now, who have had a little bit of a wobble, but we do have them left to play this season, and next is Blackburn. Our 3 monthly scouting reports. In the Southampton save on the second channel, I've had multiple... Oh, hello, Gabriel. Multiple £2+ million youngsters, one of which was 70 rated. Oh, 75 to 94 potential gives you some confidence, though, that Jeremy might grow a little bit. But I can't seem to get a worldie in this save to save my life at the moment. If we do get promoted, we can, of course, upgrade our youth scouts. So we'll have a... Well, to be fair, they can't get much better than they are at the minute. Obviously, 5-star is the dream. To be honest, with the way things have been going so far with my scouts, I think next year, regardless of division, I will just bite the bullet and give myself 5-star youth scouts. Because for at least 18 months, if not 2 years, we've had no luck through our youth academy with getting players that can get even remotely close to being any good. This guy might be decent eventually. Curve is okay. He's certainly not a CDM, though. That is for damn sure with 31 stand tackling. Crossing's one of his best passing stats. Let's do left mid then. Low work rates on him. And then there was someone else that looked half decent. Rocha is a still 58 rated wide man. Okay, fair enough. But 84 to 94 potential is pretty decent. For honest, do need to improve his dribbling though. And then Gabriel Wallace was 900-odd thousand pounds, wasn't he? Ball control's good, dribbling's good, passing's not great, crossing's not great. He is a wide man, I think, but he's also at the same time not a great wide man. Well, we'll see what happens. We're definitely going to have a clear out of the youth academy, and hopefully we will be able to unearth some proper talents over the course of the next 12 months in game. But for now, we're off to Ewood Park. Blackburn Rovers starting lineup with Harry Leonard up top, Thomas Kaminski in goal. Lewis Travis is their captain. He's 80 rated. Then Thiago Gouveia on the left. He's 79 rated. Poli 75. Dominic Hyam 74. Both the fullbacks are 73. They've got a decent team, Blackburn Rovers, and they are pressing for a playoff spot if they can just squeeze themselves into it. And let's be honest, if they can get victory over me here today, they'll put themselves in a great position with just a few games to go. 3, in fact. They pushed and couldn't quite get themselves over the line in real life for a playoff spot in the Championship. But this might be their year in game instead. It's Travis. Oh, beautifully through the gap. Is Janela onside? No, is the answer. Off the woodwork. Comes back anyway. We don't concede. Corner for Blackburn here. Gouveia to take. Approaching the half-hour mark. And needed saving. Richardson's happy with himself. As am I with him too. Gouveia to Leonard. Should have played the pass. He had a man square of him. that would have just had a simple tap in. Garrett, Leonard, spins well. He might still get the goal. He won't. Richardson makes the save. I really, really enjoy Ruben Richardson in goal now. Such an inspired decision from you guys to bring him back to the club after our promotion to Championship level. It was a shame to see our previous goalkeeper go. Can't remember his name off the top of my head now. But certainly was the right decision to let him leave and bring Ruben Richardson back. And Richardson has been inspired since returning. Sheffield United losing at this particular moment in time at home to Millwall. Middlesbrough also losing to Peterborough. We might just potentially, if we can win here, be secured a playoff spot by the end of today. If that is the case, then we will simulate the last 3 games, and tomorrow will be playoff semi-final time. Hedges to deliver here again, and does so, and cleared away. Half an hour to go. Tell you what, might score here. Blackburn pushed so many men forward that Salinas surely will just finish this off. 1-0. That goal might seal us a playoff spot. Oh, bye, pal. That was really nicely done by Fleming. Left him sprawled on the floor. And here he is again. Salinas through that gap. Oh, it's like playing rugby again. Slot that home. Oh, he slotted it wide. Like Salah against Leicester the other day. Through 1-on-1. Looking for the bottom left-hand corner. And not accurate at all. Not been a massive amount of goalmouth action in the episode as a whole, really. With only 2 shots against Derby, both of which just so happened to go in. Finish, sunshine! But we have found a second goal here again. Beautifully picked out, Fleming. And flush on the volley. Slammed home. Couldn't miss that one. Brilliant connection on it. McDonald off the bench to get the assist. Little dink and unmarked. Wham. You don't stop those. Brilliant finish. Corner kick for Blackburn with 2 minutes to go. Wharton on for Janella in their midfield. The keeper is up for the corner. And if I can get this out quickly enough, maybe. If I can get some space, I just wanted to try and ping it. I needed the space to be able to get the, well, what effectively would have been a lobbed pass. Hopefully a super accurate lobbed pass away. Our goal difference is solid for us, and the points tally is as well now. That may well be, all barring 3 straight defeats and a complete collapse of our goal difference, playoff football for us this season, if of course the games at half-time stayed as they were with regards to the overall results. Millwall doubled down and beat Sheffield United. Didn't quite see Middlesbrough's result there. I wasn't going to be able to scroll quickly enough as we think about ending the episode. Let's see what the league looks like. We are 4th with 9 points available. We are 5 points behind West Brom. Brentford and Leicester actually both drew there on that match day. So the title is still available for Brentford if possible. Middlesbrough are 8 points behind us with 9 points available. We do have Middlesbrough to play, but Sheffield United are the ones really that are going to try and close us down. I am confident enough that that is playoff football for us assured. So we will end the season today. We will sim these next 3 games. And then tomorrow will be playoff semi-finals. I will just quick sim them because why not at this stage? 3-1 defeat to Stoke. Oh, maybe that's why not. Well, I thought that one would be pretty straightforward, to be completely honest, and that would have given us the points advantage we needed to guarantee the playoffs. We have not yet done it because Sheffield United and Blackburn Rovers are still yet to play. Looks like we'll be finishing 4th or 5th though, so Norwich the most likely opponents for us in the playoff semi-finals. Well, with 2 games to go and 6 points available, we are... I wonder if they've played their game now. Sheffield United and Blackburn still yet to play their game in hand. When is that? Blackburn have Leicester on the 12th. Sheffield United have Sheffield Wednesday on the 13th. So it will come before the final day against Leicester City. I won't quick sim this one this time, after the way the last one went. Stoke City at home. I think I'd rather do it this way and actually see what's happening. A point would be enough. To be fair, we could lose all 3 games of the final 3 and still comfortably be in the playoffs. But I might end up having to play Leicester at the end here if results go against us in the Blackburn and Sheffield United results and this one for us here. But we'll try and keep the points tally ticking over. Although it looks like they'll have West Brom. Oh, nice finish by Riley McGree. I mean, they might finish above us if they win this and then win on the final day and we lose to Leicester. Oh, injury. It's not a light injury either. Injury to Rory Kennedy. We are not having much luck with injuries this season, are we, in this second half of it? Rory Kennedy might well be a sizable miss for the playoffs if he's out longer term. 15 minutes to go. Still we trail at the Riverside. Down the line. Salinas through the gap. And back. Equalising goal. Tom Edwards. That should seal us the playoffs. Thank you, Tom. Very much needed that, I think. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Salinas is in and he's wasted it. That was atrocious from Nacho. We absolutely expect better from him. We're going to take the point from the Riverside, and that should be enough, regardless of the other results around the grounds, to see us into the playoffs for this season at Championship level. We are 5 points clear of Middlesbrough, who now cannot catch us. 6 points clear of Sheffield United, who could catch us, but goal difference is unlikely. And Blackburn can't catch us. So that is playoffs assured. It will be 4th or 5th for us. So we will have Norwich in the playoff semi-finals. Brentford on 102 points now as Leicester continue to stumble towards the end of the season. And Leicester might be throwing away their potential. 2 months for Rory Kennedy. He will miss the rest of the season. Leicester might be throwing away their potential title here. Now, I am going to have to throw McDonald back out there, which is not going to be great. If McDonald is as bad in the playoffs as he was in front of goal earlier today, I can't say how confident I am of being able to actually get it done. Gavin Young can disappear. I don't care about him, to be completely honest. Advancing then towards the game against Leicester City. And monthly scout reports have returned from 2 of our 3 areas. Let's see what we've got. Just quick check of the league table. Sheffield United cannot catch us. So we are definitely going to be finishing 4th or 5th. We have Leicester at home. Norwich have Ipswich. Wow. The East Anglian derby between Norwich and Ipswich on the final day. Norwich obviously guaranteed automatic promotion already, though. Let's have a quick look at those youth scout reports before the final game of the season. That's a no. That's a no. That's... Oh, lost! Yes! £1.5 million plus. It's 2 for Maxime Walter. Oh, my God. We've waited all year for that. Please actually be good, Maxime. I don't have any Frenchmen, I don't think, in my in my squad so far. Maxime Walter is a 64 rated cam. Great agility. Sprint speed and acceleration are okay. Balance is all right. He is, with low finishing, he's probably a centre mid or a wide man, more so than a cam with lower finishing. I'm not sure where to move him. Right mid or centre mid. It's going to take forever to move him to centre mid, so he's not a centre mid. He's perhaps then a wide man. We will train him as such, but 64 rated for a £2 million rated, £2 million value player is actually not that high a rating. Alexis Roy actually looks more promising as a wide man, and actually he looks very good now, Alexis Roy. But finally, someone that is 1.5 million or higher. But it doesn't actually look like he fits any particular role that well. Let's quickly change Leicester's. They got better up top, for Christ's sake. My God, their team is amazing. Let's have a quick look at it once more. Ivusic, Lodi, Botman, Sutar, Kadiolu, Rodri, Braybrook, Varela, Rabiot, Thuram, and Beto. Bloody hell. Right, okay. Simulating then the final game of the season. We will be 4th or we will be 5th. Leicester are all over us here. Don't think we've even had possession, let alone... Oh, and it's 1-0 Leicester. Adrien Rabiot. 97% possession for them. Leicester City dominated the opening 15 minutes. Just to be fair, as they have done the whole division all season. Although we could have had a smart equaliser not too long afterwards. If they win, they should win the title as well. So there's something on the line here for Leicester, despite the fact they were already promoted a while ago. But they lead by a goal to nil here at Patreon Park. It's 2-0 Leicester. Kefren Thuram adds the second for Leicester City. They will win the league with this result. We'll have a mini season review after this. Obviously, there's still plenty to come between now and the end of the season with regards playoffs and European finals, etc. So I won't give you a full season roundup after this, but Brentford were victorious as well, so I think Leicester will have needed that victory against us to guarantee the title. We have Norwich in the playoffs. Middlesbrough have West Brom. At the top of the table then, Leicester win the league on 108 points, with Brentford also winning 33 games on 105 points as well. Norwich finish 4 points above us as we come home in 5th. West Brom, the 3rd best side in the division this year. Middlesbrough do make it into the playoffs on goal difference ahead of Sheffield United, unfortunately for them. And relegated down the bottom are Ipswich, Millwall and Barnsley. Barnsley came up with us last year and go back down. And Derby survive by 2 points as Lars Arnestad retires for them and keeps them in the league as his parting gift. £8.4 million added to the transfer budget, or to the club's coffers at least, for next season. We're at home first. We're away the Tuesday after that. And tomorrow will be playoff semi-final time. Join me for it. It's going to be nervy, but hopefully we can see it through. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe with the notification bell ticked and you won't miss that playoff semi-final episode tomorrow. Hopefully the playoff final after that, but only time will tell. I'll see you then.